Boy, you can sure see the Talkeetna, as chalky as it is, where the Chulitna meets up with it here. It ends up one stirred up mess, big time. And clear over to those other trees on the other side is where the Susitna River comes in. And that's why they call this Talkeetna. Confluence of 3 rivers. Probably didn't know that. That on many of the native languages, the T and A at the end, Chulitna, Susitna, Talkeetna, stands for river in their native tongue. Stands for river in their native tongue. I didn't even know that. And now you do. Signing out. Talkeetna, Last Lodge. I've been here before. Yep, that's a big bear. Everybody's looking at the mountain. The mountain that's not even out. But it's there.
Sorry.
You go right ahead. I live here. This is...
Straight out that way.
Yeah, right there.
Over to the right.
Here's the camp. There's an outhouse in the back. All that's left is picnic table, trail down to the lake, which could be split up into different segments. Pretty cool. This fireplace, trail coming into it. And this was just a temporary shelter here. Was abandoned. Had some propane lights and such. You can see the other lake through the woods over there. I'm gonna try going over there, so okay. So here's the end of the lake. Here's the trail that I just came from the campsite. It's coming down to a landing down here to the creek or lake, which there are a lot of rainbow trout in. And I know there's some steps over there. It must be the portage to the other lake. But I'm gonna check this out. This has got to be a location for a movie. This has got to be a location for my next movie. Jeremiah returns. He returns from the dead. So that is between the lakes, a portage here to the next lake here. So it's just right over, skip and a jump to another location. But these outcroppings here in here, and this splits around, makes for different looking locations even though they're in the exact same spot. This is what it looks like from the other side where that bench is. I believe I'm looking this way between these 2 points. And over here, I just hiked around this thing, trying to get through this grassy area. I walked around the grass, but I'm trying to get to that beach over there, and there's gotta be a straighter, higher, but this is kind of a wee beach, so I'm gonna see how low this gets wetter. Okay, that's where I just shot over here, and it is dry enough to where I'm able to walk through with the aid of a stick. So I don't gotta backtrack clear around, cut through here to the beach, which it's gonna get soft, but I'm gonna have to get up a little higher through this brush, make my own way through here. Yeah, it's getting soft here. Mushy, so I'm up at the old water level. I can see the landing where I started, clear at that end of the lake, because I can see that red canoe. And I'm gonna stay above this marsh and walk on these rocks over here to get to this corner. So you can see now I've just advanced just a little bit from on that side, walking this way and staying up high enough on these rocks, because the water level is really low. Usually the water level's up to here, you know, but I'm able to walk here, which would be a good stable shooting location for somebody to take a scene through here and pop out on the other side and make it three-dimensional, you know, breaking up the landscape. So I'm at this point. In fact, I'm a point further than I thought, I believe. Huh. Yeah. Try to shadow this a little bit. That's the point right there between the 2 lakes. And then this comes to an island and a set of islands, and it's shallow. It's good fishing in here for rainbows and such, but I've got to go all the way over to that side and then back all the way down to this end. Okay, so I'm coming down the shoreline this way. Back, I see a canoe sticking out right there on that island that I thought I seen a guy earlier, which would be a good staging spot between these 2 little, this channel here that I got to go all the way around. Okay. Well, I entirely bushwhacked through all this Devil's Club, alders, and blueberries, because I saw this tent camp from the other side of the lake over there, and there is no trail to it. So I just went through the woods to try to find it. It's really rotted out. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? It's called Camp Sooner or Later. Camp Sooner or Later. It's locked. I see it's got propane lights, stove, set of bunks, everything that would probably be cool for making a movie. Except for this rotted floor. I hate to even stand on this. So, yeah, so I finally found it. Did a little bushwhacking. I think I know the guy who owns it. He's a dog musher. And he took it over, and I think he just basically turned it over to the state to put their cross-country trails in for the professional cross-country skiers. So at least there's an outhouse over there. So yeah, just try to locate them and see if maybe we could use this as a shooting location. It has a fiberglass roof. It's just canvas, you know. So okay, for now I'm coming up from the water to that cabin, which is kind of uphill. But the high bush cranberries are out in force. These blueberries are amazing. They're huge. Look at these blueberries. The blueberries are all over. They're just thick. Just thick. They're just as juicy as can be. Oh man. Oh, sweet, juicy. Wow. So yeah, trying to find a trail out of here now. I got a bushwhack one. So I found a shortcut directly here and been killing this Devil's Club. But this takes you right here to the camp that we could probably use for nothing, she said, for a few days. Get all of our shots taken. That I've already was here. I found a sneakier way through. I can drive very close and I'm gonna gauge it. I mean, it is just spectacular out there. I mean, look at that. Man. Holy cow. Okay. 74 steps. 80 steps from inside where the cabin is to the lake down this rough trail that's not really used anymore. I have it marked here. And this is the other trail, original trail. And it goes down this way, but it meets up with the cross-country trail down there, which is, you can drive a car down. So, okay. It took me a minute and a half to get where I stacked up these branches here to the main trail to that cabin. 1.5 minutes is all. I mean, because it was just brushing. Now I'm gonna go zigzag. It goes down, then back to this trail, and then back to McKinley View Realty, where they have 5 acres where we can park. Okay. Okay. So I put a pile here where it cuts through to my car that way. It's an unbeaten trail, and it cuts straight across this ski trail. So I did not know that. I put this branch here as kind of a marker. I hoofed off that way a few minutes, like where the hell am I? Because I put stuff here as a marker. So now I'm gonna time it from here, from this road to my back to my car. Okay. Okay. Put a branch here. It took 3.5 minutes to bushwhack this way and then inward to that cabin. And here's the big pathway for this cross-country skiers. So I walk down here till I find the other trail that cuts to the highway into my car, which is, this is a huge shortcut. Okay, from the trail head where the skiers go back to here, it was 150 steps. It took me 150 steps and 5 minutes. 5 minutes of walking to time that out. So if we could incorporate that bus into this, it would be pretty cool, you know. An old international bus. Okay, heading home. Now, how sweet is that? Find an old bus to do a movie in. Now, how sweet is that? Open up. Open up. Come on, old man! Get your ass out of here. Sweet. Well, Jim, I found a location to shoot my next movie. I just stepped it off. I'd have to cover up Talkeetna River guides. It's an old bus, abandoned, living here. You can get into it. It's a 5-minute walk down to the most beautiful lakes down here, and I marked them and marked them. So this is could be a something in the movie. They're close because they live right by the road where this is a shortcut through the woods to the lakes, to the chain of lakes with the canoes where you can portage. This goes straight to one of the tent cabins that they have to take down this year. They're gonna be gone here in a month. Instead of going and hiking all the way in from the other side. Okay, so I'm sending this to you.